All right, welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. Dirt Racing Network's live coverage of the NCRA Modified Series. Tonight, the drivers at the Knoxville Speedway. Practice going to be winding down here in just a minute. We're getting ready to do our national anthem because they are going to do random draw tonight for their spots in the heat races. And that'll give us just enough time to get our national anthem in. But I want to welcome to the booth the voice of the NCRA Modifieds, Mr. Scott Stiles.
Thanks, Roger. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Sprint Car Hall of Fame. Basically, off the turn number 2 there, the Knoxville, where the Knoxville Nationals run every year. The first time the NCRA invades the big half-mile track here in Knoxville, Iowa. Roger, looking really forward to being with you again tonight and trying to get my screens all sorted out here real quick. So I'll throw it back to you, and we'll get me situated here, and we'll try to get ready to go here with our national anthem shortly.
All right, man, we're going to do the national anthem right now. Let these guys get situated, and then we'll be ready to go racing when I bring Scott back into the booth.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
All right, as always, a big thank you to my friend Johnny Foley for our national anthem tonight. Let me get Scott back here where he can take this over from me. Scott, you are on. These guys are winding up their practice session. They're going to skip the qualifying. It's going to be at random heats, and I'll get you to the grid.
Okay, we're going to go to the grid here for heat number 1. Once the grid gets established in the first heat race, we got Ryan Gustin on the pole outside. Row 1 will be Ryan Stillwell. Row 2 will be Bryce Weldon and Ricky Bonham out of Hutchinson, Kansas. Row 3 will be Peyton Phillips in the 981 and Brandon Givens, and it's sponsored by that Mel Hamilton Ford number 2 car. And the fourth row will be Chevy Coleman out of Wichita in the 41 and Kirby Rowe. So that's the lineup for heat race number 1 here tonight from Knoxville. I want to thank some great sponsors here tonight that's helping Roger and I put this show on. The NCRA, Mel Hamilton Ford Racing, and Phil Nightingale, the great folks out there. Swindell Speed Lab, Broadway Truck and Auto Salvage, Automaster Service Center and Accessories right there in Derby. Give Josh and Larry a call today, and Jake. James Furman Videos, KBC Graphics, Wichita Tire and Alignment, Lightning Aerospace with Andy Clark. And we want to thank Kale's Journey, Big Mac Stam, Record Tom, if he ever gets the cheeseburger out of his mouth, Ron and Diane Johnson, Darren and Shelley West, and Shannon Styles, Allstate Insurance Agency. Also a special person tonight, our first flag girl tonight in the stands, Stevie Warner, getting the honors tonight to flag the NCRA races here from Knoxville, Iowa. So Stevie will be in the flag stand tonight. Appreciate all the fine folks that joined us live on Facebook or wherever you may be joining us here on iRacing. Roger does a great job of putting all these together, and thanks to Big Chevy as well, Chevy Coleman, for putting this on. So first heat race, the grid is set. Once again, Ryan Gustin, starts at the pole. Ryan Stillwell on the outside. Row 2 will be Bryce Weldon and Ricky Bonham. Row 3 will be Peyton Phillips and Brandon Gibbons. And row 4 will be Chevy Coleman and Kirby Rowe. That's how they'll line up for heat race number 1.
Copy.
I do know it's 8 laps for each heat race. Top 3 go directly to the feature. Then we will start the alphabet soup after that tonight, Scott.
Sounds good. Sounds good, Roger, as the first heat race rolls out. Beautiful Mel Hamilton Ford pace truck out there tonight. Thanks to Mel Hamilton Ford for putting up a little bit of winnings tonight. $100 gift certificate to the winner of the A main tonight. Are we going 50 laps tonight, Roger, for the A main?
I do believe it is a 50-lap feature tonight for these guys. They asked for it, and they got it.
First time ever at Knoxville for the NCRA Modifieds. Looking forward to this all day long. Beautiful weather there tonight. See a big crowd forming on hand here as the Mel Hamilton Ford pace truck gets by. The pace lap should be green going next time here. Gustin and Stillwell on the front row. Bryce Weldon, Ricky Bonham in the second row. Peyton Phillips, Brandon Gibbons in the third row. Chevy Coleman and Kirby Rowe. Kirby Rowe had a heck of a run going last week and was leading the race with 3 to go and was tagged from behind, got spun out. But back here again tonight in Knoxville to try to get a victory again. We'll see how Kirby rebounds this week. As the field is starting to gather up off turn 3 and turn 4, we're getting ready to go green. Mel Hamilton pace truck pulls off. Stevie Warner in the flag stand. Green flag is getting ready, and we are green from Knoxville. That's Gustin leading the charge into turn number 1, side by side for that second, third spot, side by side for that third, fourth spot. Ricky Bonham in that 34, charging up to that 4th spot, and it's down on the low side. Bryce Weldon. Weldon tried to put a slider on, doesn't make it work. Gustin's going to lead lap 1, 3 wide for that second, third, 4th spot. It's Ryan Gustin, Ryan Stillwell. Now Weldon creeps up into that second spot. Stillwell trying to counter back in the 9 car. Cannot make it stick. Ryan Gustin off into turn number 3 will lead lap 2 of 8. Now single file through the pack. All the way back to that 5th, 6th spot as Ricky Bonham on the high side. Bonham trying to hold off the Kirby Rowe there a little bit. It's back in single file line. Ryan Gustin still the point man. 3 laps in the book this time by. 3 laps in, 8 laps to go. Weldon still in second. Stillwell in third. Phillips in fourth. Ricky Bonham rounds down to your top 5 here at Knoxville. Heat race number 1 of the NCRA. 3 wide now for that 4th, 5th, and 6th spot off of turn number 2. Gustin still leading, but Weldon starting to close in the tire tracks ever so slightly. 4 laps in the book, 4 to go.
And actually, I guess he's moved out to 10, Scott. I see it says 10 up there.
10 racing laps. Okay, thank you, Roger. It's Gustin, Weldon, and Stillwell. Those are your top 3. Robe now up to 4th. Robe started 8th. Kirby Rowe up to 4th. Picking up right where he left off last week. Very fast in the iRacing Series here at Knoxville tonight. Now Gustin starting to feel the heat of Bryce Weldon. That time by, Gustin was the fastest car at 90.55, and Weldon was right there with him. It's Gustin, Weldon, Stillwell, and Rowe. 5 in, 5 laps to go. Stevie Warner gives the cross flag at the stripe. Now Weldon tries the inside, takes a peek, shows Gustin he's there, falls back in the tire tracks to Gustin. Stillwell still in that 3rd spot. Rowe in 4th. Gibbons now up to 5th. Gibbons in the 2 car, now up to 5th. 6 laps in the book, 4 laps to go. Chevy Coleman now running 6th. He started 7th, now up to 6th. Chevy Coleman trying to get in that transfer spot. Ricky Bonham started 4th and has the bottom fall out. He's now back to 8th. But it's still the top 3 have not changed. It's Gustin, Weldon, Stillwell, Robe in 4th, Gibbons in the top 5. Weldon all over Gustin off of turn number 2. Now drops back in the tire tracks down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Trying to set him up for maybe a late race pass. We'll see how it works. 2 laps to go, I believe. White flag that time. White flag. It's Gustin, Weldon, Stillwell, and Robe. Weldon's doing everything he can to get around Gustin. Gustin really just taking the preferred line off of turn number 4. It's still Ryan Gustin. Now fades up a little bit closer to that wall. That allows Weldon to peek on the inside. But it's too late for Weldon. The winner, Ryan Gustin. Second, Weldon, Stillwell. Third, Robe. Fourth, Givens rounds out your top 5. And that's your bumper-to-bumper Wix-Filter scoreboard in heat race number 1. The grid for heat race number 2 will start like this. Last week's winner, Martin Karch, will be on the pole. Outside of row 1 will be Tyler Fry. In the second row will be Bo Reddy and Sturgis Streeter. Row 3 will be Steve Bowers and Davis Givens. Row 4 will be Brody Rowe, who had a great week last week, and Cody Kretschmeyer. At the tail of the field, 10-lap heat race. In the second heat race, Josh Latterman. Josh Latterman in the 4 car will be in the second heat race. Joshua coming off a little sickness last week, and glad to see he's back out here and getting ready to go again. Want to begin a big thank you to the NCRA, Mel Hamilton Racing, Swindell Speed Labs, Broadway Truck and Auto Salvage, Automaster Service Center and Accessories, James Furman Videos, KBC Graphics, Wichita Tire and Alignment, Lightning Aerospace with Andy Clark, Kale's Journey, Matt Stam, Record Tom, Ron and Diane Johnson, Darren and Shelley West, and Shannon Styles Allstate Insurance Agency. Thanks to all the fine folks for helping us sponsor this race tonight. As the Mel Hamilton Ford truck out there once again, pacing the field, 10 racing laps, as Roger told you. Beautiful night here in Knoxville, Iowa. Pardon me? Top 3 transfer to the feature, and then I believe depends on how many we got, but we'll probably have 2 B mains tonight to kind of give the guys a little better chance. But some great opportunities to win a little cash or a certificate tonight to use at the Mel Hamilton Ford Racing. So appreciate Phil Nightingale and his great crew for stepping up and supporting this NCRA Racing Series here at Knoxville. Mel Hamilton Ford pace truck pulls off at turn number 4. The field bunches up, and we're green. Stevie Warner waves the green. Heat race number 2 on the way. Martin Karch, last week's winner, takes the field off at turn number 2. 3 wide for that second, third, and 4th spot. 3 wide. Oh, a little contact on the inside. Slide job in turn 3. Can't make it stick. It's Karch leading lap 1. Cars getting together back there, but we stay green here at Knoxville. It's Tyler Fry at 55, now in second. Sturgis Streeter up to third. Powers fourth. Cody Kretschmeyer rounds out your top 5. Ladman started at 9th, now up to 7th after 2 laps in the books. Martin Karch showing why he's so strong in this racing series, starting to pull away from Tyler Fry ever so slightly with each lap. The race now is for that second, third spot as Sturgis Streeter trying to close the gap, and as they're all single file around the half mile here at Knoxville. 3 laps in the book. Karch still your leader. It's Karch, Fry, Streeter, Bowers, Kretschmeyer 5th, Robe 6th, Landerman 7th, Bo Reddy 8th, Gibbons 9th. 4 laps in the books. 6 to go for Martin Karch. Martin Karch, just for information purposes, ran a 19.6 on that lap, 19.6, and Gustin was in the 19.5, so just a little slower in this heat race. Halfway home this time for Martin Karch. Still single file all the way through the field. Nothing's changed from the top 6. It's still Martin Karch, Fry, Streeter, Bowers, and Kretschmeyer. Martin Karch, the winner of last week's NCRA main event in Georgia, now coming to Knoxville, Iowa, and showing the boys how strong he can be. As Sturgis Streeter bounces off the wall off of turn number 1 and 2, maintains his third spot. Martin Karch, Tyler Fry, Sturgis Streeter, Steve Bowers, Kretschmeyer. Top 5 has not changed. The battle's back there for Robe, Latterman, and Reddy. Top 3 transfer to the A main. The rest will have to be through the B main. All Martin Karch in heat race number 2. Not much passing in heat race number 2. The biggest mover has been Josh Latterman, who started 9th, now running 7th. So Reddy third and is now running 8th. So the top 2 or 3 have really maintained their position. Martin Karch off at turn number 4. Karch, Fry, Streeter, Bowers, and Rowe. And that's how heat race number 2 will end right there. Let's check the grid for heat race number 3. On the pole will be L.B. Taylor in the 192. Outside row 1 will be Chris Kratzer, who had a strong run last week. In the second row, Jeff Peterson and Clint McFadden. McFadden very strong in the iRacing series. Ran 6th with the division of U.S. MTS not too long ago. Tanner Lennox and Dusty Wiegert will be in row 3. Jacob Schmutz and Jake Nightingale driving the Mel Hamilton 3 car will be in the 4th row, and Mike Oakes will round out the field. Heat race number 3, the final one. I want to also thank Red Line Oil and Brett and Heather Johnson for coming on board tonight and sponsoring the races. So a great group of sponsors here. We'll cover them again after this heat race, but thanks to Red Line Oil and Brett and Heather Johnson for joining the NCRA tonight here in Knoxville, Iowa. We'll get the field set here momentarily as the pace lap is underway for heat race number 3. Stevie Warner gives them the 1 to go. Stevie, the first female flagman at Knoxville. Appreciate her coming all the way from Indianapolis, Indiana to flag this race tonight. Pace truck down the long back straightaway. There's the beautiful National Sprint Car Hall of Fame off of turn number 2. And the suites are filled to the brim tonight watching these modifieds here at Knoxville, Iowa. Pace truck will be pulling off at turn number 4, the Mel Hamilton Ford pace truck. As we are getting set to go, Taylor and Kratzer bring the field to green. Stevie Warner's got the flag in the air, and we're underway for heat race number 3. And boy, Taylor, there's no time to take the lead away from Kratzer. McFadden tried to make it 3 wide off of turn number 2. Now they fall back in line. And it's Tanner Lennox on the low side, McFadden on the high side. It's going to be Taylor leading lap 1. It's Taylor, Kratzer, Lennox, and McFadden. McFadden now 4 wide for the lead off of turn number 2. Taylor, Kratzer, now getting a little challenge from Lennox. McFadden drops back to 4th. Schmutz up to 5th from 7th. 2 laps in the book for Taylor. Brady Racy up front here at Knoxville. Single file through 1 and 2, but they all have a different line through 2 down the back straightaway. Now, Lennox making a move on the low side. Pushes Kratzer up to the high side. Here comes McFadden, showing his nose. 3 wide for that second spot. Kelby Taylor loves the action back there. Says, "You racing, boys. I'm going to pull away from here." Great battle for that 2nd, 3rd, and 4th spot. Taylor now pulls away by 6, 7 car lengths. Side by side with Lennox and Kratzer. They get a little bit together off of turn 3. Pushes Kratzer straight up to turn 4. Kratzer gets the momentum, beats him at the line. It's still Kratzer in that 2nd spot. Track's starting to slow down a little bit. Now they're in the 19.8. First heat race is in the 19.5 as the track's starting to wear a little bit here at Knoxville on this hot summer night. Kelby Taylor, Kratzer, Lennox, McFadden, Schmutz, Wiegert, Oaks, Nightingale. That's your top 8 right there. Side by side for that second spot. Kratzer has it. Lennox wants it. Who's going to get it off of turn 4? Kratzer sails it to the high side. Lennox commits to the bottom. The drag race is still Kratzer holding that second spot. Now Lennox takes it off of turn number 1. Takes over that second spot from Kratzer on the low side. Gets up in front, cuts Kratzer off. Lennox now in second. Does he have enough time to catch Taylor, who's still in the lead by about 10 car lengths? It's Taylor, Lennox, Kratzer, McFadden. Those are your top 4. McFadden now after Kratzer's well. That low line really starting to come into play as the top side wearing thin here at Knoxville. Kratzer now drops back to 4th as Taylor pulls away from the field. It's Taylor, Lennox, McFadden, and Kratzer. That's your top 4.
All right, man. Caution is out. Caution is out.
Single file now. Things have calmed down a little bit as Kelby Taylor, caution on the speedway. Looks like it's Mike Oaks who's come to a stop on the speedway. Caution. And Automaster Service Center accessories caution. Automaster Service Center right there in Derby, Kansas. One of the best service centers you can take your vehicle to. They can take care of all your vehicle needs. So Stevie Warner has the first Automaster's caution flag in the air tonight here at Knoxville. The first 2 heat races were pretty clean. But Kelby Taylor now will have to maintain just a few more laps in the books. It's Taylor, Lennox, McFadden, and Kratzer. And we should have a dandy of a finish as those 4 have been really racy up front. Nightingale now running 7th. Oaks drops back to 8th. So you're running orders like this. Kelby Taylor, Tanner Lennox, Clint McFadden, Kratzer 4th, Jacob Schmutz 5th, Dusty Wiegert 6th, Jake Nightingale 7th, Mike Oaks 8th. 2 great photographers here tonight, Jeff Milam and Gary Cornelson, here taking pictures tonight. So if you need any pictures of this event, make sure you contact those fine gentlemen, and they'll get you what you need. Great shots here tonight from Knoxville. As Russell gets the car towed off the track and gets them back on here for the reset. Should be one to go this spot time by. Hamburger Tom, or Tow Truck Tom, still trying to get to the racetrack. He thought the race was in Knoxville, Tennessee tonight, so he kind of took a wrong turn. So Tom's still trying to find where in the hell he's at. Somewhere, last we heard of him, he's somewhere in Boonville, Indiana. So poor Tom, the wrecker, went the wrong direction. Well, if you knew Tom, you'd know why. All right, Melhams at Ford Pace truck is off, and we're back to green. TV Warner's got the flag in the air. Taylor gets a great start, launches into turn number 1, throws it off the wall, turn number 2. That battle for second and third. Here comes the 10-car Schmutz. Schmutz now challenging Kratzer for that 4th spot. He says, I'll take it. Thank you on the high side. Kratzer shuts the door off turn number 3. Slide job off of Kratzer as it's still Taylor, Lennox, McFadden, Schmutz. Kratzer now up to 4th. McFadden on the high side. Oh, looks like we got a little problem with Tanner Lennox. Lennox having problems. As I didn't see the checker flag, I apologize. Race was over there. Only had 1 to go. It's going to be Taylor, Lennox, Kratzer, your top 3. So that rounds out the heat races as we are going to move on to the B mains. I'm sorry, correction, C main. I got to get over to that. How do I get over that, Roger? All I have is heat race review.
C main with transfers. Move on to the B. 11 from the B, move on to the feature. Correct. From the C, go to the B.
Okay, I'm still
And
trying to
then
find the
11
grid
from
for
the B,
the
go to the
B main,
feature.
and I'll be with you here momentarily. On C main. Okay.
11.
Okay, they don't have it up yet for my stats here for the B main. I just want heat race number 3. So as soon as I get the grid for the C main, we'll go from there. Yeah, I'm all the way over to the right. And it stopped at heat race of 3. Will not let me go any further. Oh, my fault. Do that. Here we go.
I was going to say I can jump in there real quick. I got it right here.
Nope, I got it. Here we go. All right. 10 cars in the C main. How many transferring, Roger? So I can let the people know. 3 people we transfer.
Do caution.
All right, 3 transferring. Dusty Wigert will be on the pole.
minor
Peyton
mains,
Phillips outside of row 1. Cody Kretschmar will be in the second row along with Jake Nightingale. Third row, Ricky Bonham and Bo Reddy. Fourth row will be Mike Oakes and Davis Givens. And it looks like Jeff Peterson will round out the field there. So great group of cars here. Top 3 move on to the B main. As the Mel Hamilton Ford pace car will be on the lap. 12 laps, 3 to the B main. And the B main will be 14 laps with 11 transferring to the A main here tonight. Mel Hamilton Ford pace truck gets pulled off. And we're getting ready to go green.
Green, green, green.
Dusty Wigert leads him into turn number 1. Phillips right there, Kretschmar, Jake Nightingale, all battling there together. Now it's 3 wide for that second. The leader gets taken out and knocked to the bottom. And no cautions. We stay green.
All right, man. Caution is out. Caution is out.
There's our caution. Stevie Warner says enough of that, boys. We're going to waive the caution and slow you guys down so we'll get back up behind the pace car once again. As Dusty Wigert was leading the race, got taken out there right going into turn number 3. Caution on the speedway. I want to thank the great sponsors again, the NCRA, Mel Hamilton Ford Racing, Swindell Speed Lab, Broadway Truck and Auto Salvage, Automaster Service Center Accessories, James Furman Videos, KBC Graphics, Wichita Tire and Alignment, Lightning Aerospace with Andy Clark, Kale's Journey, Matt Stam, Record Tom, who's somewhere in Indiana trying to find Knoxville, Ron and Diane Johnson, Darren and Shelley West, Shannon Styles Allstate Insurance Agency, Redline Oil, and Brett and Heather Johnson. Thanks to all the fine folks for helping us put this event on tonight. I hope you stay with us. We'll try to do a few more of these all summer long. A big thank you to Roger Wagner and all that he does for putting these on while we are shut down with the real racing world. So it's going to be Bo Reddy, Ricky Bonham on the front row, Peyton Phillips, Davis Givens, round out your top 4, Kretschmar 5th, Jake Nightingale 6th, Oak 7, Wigert 8th. So top 3 go to the B main. As they get the 1 to go signal this time by, Stevie Warner tells the boys you got 1 to go and we'll be back to green. Beautiful night here in Knoxville, Iowa. Parking lot's full. The suites off at turn number 2 as they come into view right now. They're full tonight. The beautiful Sprint Car Hall of Fame. Down the long backstretch. First time for the NCRA Modified Fellows to be here in Knoxville, Iowa. Made the trip from Georgia back to here after being at Lanier Speedway. Pace truck pulls off. Bo Reddy. It's the gas pedal. We're back to green. It's ready. Ricky Bonham. Phillips, that's your top 3. Those are the transfer cars. Cody Kretschmar on the outside looking in right now. It's ready. Ricky Bottom and Phillips. That's your top three. Kretschmeyer, Oaks, and round out your top five. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3. It's Bo ready. Now Ricky Bottom right there in the tire tracks trying to make something happen. Side by side for that second. Hayden Phillips trying to squeeze it in there and make it a three-way battle for the lead. 3 wide off of turn number 2 for the top 3. Throw a blanket over them. You can cover them all. Ricky Bottom sticks his nose, makes the meat in the sandwich. Now he bucks to the top, goes to the top side. Bottom now back in the tire track to Bo ready. Hayden Phillips. Oh, we got a little bit of calamity in turn number 1. A hard hit into the wall. Looks like Hayden Phillips might be your leader. That might have been Bo ready into turn number 1 wall. As we are under the Automaster Service Center accessories caution once again. Wow, hard contact up front. Hayden Phillips and Bo Reddy going. Phillips was going for the lead, and Bo Reddy wanted to keep it. Kind of came down on each other, and next thing you know, Bo Reddy lost the battle and ended up nose first into the turn 1 fence. Tough break for Bo Reddy. So another Automaster Service Center and accessories caution here tonight in Knoxville, Iowa. As the Mel Hamilton Ford truck faces the field off of turn number 2. Might go green this next time by. Bo Reddy rejoins the field. Did a great job of getting the front end put on that car real quick. Okay, light, just caution light still on, so Steve Warner will give him the 1 to go this time by. Davis Givens running in that 4 spot. Davis Givens needs to be up in the top 3 to transfer right now. Still trying to make that happen. So it's the 981 of P. Phillips. Ricky Bottom in that 2nd spot. That Givens is 3rd. Kretschmeyer 4th. Caution light will get turned out right now, so they'll be green as they pull the straps tight one more time here in Knoxville. A lot of speed going into these corners. Guys said they didn't have to lift in practice earlier today. The Mel Hamilton Ford Pace truck veers off at turn number 4, pulls back into the pit area. Hayden Phillips, your leader, and we're green.
Green flag.
Hayden Phillips, your leader. Ricky Bottom is 2nd. Davis Givens takes a peek on the inside of Bottom, falls back in the tire track. Cody Kretschmeyer in that 4 spot has to make 1 pass to transfer to the B main. Now Phillips protects the low side. Hayden Phillips likes now the middle of 1 and 2. Ricky Bottom sniffing the guardrail off of turn 1 and 2. Davis Givens just trying to find a groove that fits his car, the 7 car. Cody Kretschmeyer falling back now just a little bit. Still Phillips, Bottom, Givens, Kretschmeyer, Nightingale now up to 5th. Jake Nightingale not out of the battle yet, trying to make a move, now up to 5th. Dusty Wiegert 6th, 7th, and Reddy still in 8th. So back up front, it's Hayden Phillips, your leader. Ricky Bottom, Davis Givens, those are the top 3. They would transfer to the B main. Single file, the cars are spread out pretty evenly in the gaps, about 4 or 5 car lengths from 1st to 2nd, maybe a little more from that 2nd to 3rd spot. Hayden Phillips liking the low side. Ricky Bottom trying to find something that works. Now he tries. He's in the tire. Wow, great launch. Oh, Ricky Bottom gets into the leader.
All right, man. Caution is out. Caution is out.
And spins the leader. when he didn't have to. They were all in a transfer position. Caution's out. Ricky Bonham takes out Aiden Phillips in turn number 4. Well, I don't understand that move.
Looked like they both got in there and got up on the berm, and Bonham lost the front end of the car.
Wow. Tough break for Peyton Phillips. We'll get a count of how many laps are in the books. We're going 12 racing laps here, 3 to the B main. So it'll be a green-white start with a 1-lap shootout. Unfortunate break for Peyton Phillips. Ricky Bonham, now the leader. Givens in second. Kretschmeyer third. Dusty Wigert back up to fourth. Jake Nightingale in fifth. We'll see if Nightingale can throw a bonsai move and try to get in that top 3. Ricky Bonham now in the bed of the Miller-Hampton Ford Pace truck. He's eager to get this thing going. Peyton Phillips cannot be happy with Ricky Bonham right now. That's all I got to say about that. Just got word that Record Tom is now in Ingham, Illinois, and he's effing mad. So that's all I got to say about that. Probably will need security in the pits after this race, no doubt about it. Peyton Phillips is probably not happy, and Ricky Bonham, he's been in that position before. So, pace truck's off. Green, white, start. 1 lap to go.
Green flag.
Ricky Bonham gets off to a big start there in turn 1 and 2. Now down the back straightaway, Davis Givens and Kretschmeyer. Weigert in that 4th spot. See if anybody tries to throw a slider. Nightingale's going for it. Weigert loses it in front of Nightingale. So Weigert's out. He takes out about 3 cars. Poor Peyton Phillips loses it with him. And it's going to be Bonham, Givens, Kretschmeyer. That's your top 3. They move on to the B main. One more lap just for good measure. All right. That is the lineup there. Now, here comes your B main. 14 racing laps. All drivers will transfer to the A main. All drivers will transfer. Kirby Rowe, Steve Bowers in row 1. Kratzer and Brandon Givens in row 2. Brody Rowe and Jacob Schmutz in 3. Chevy Coleman and Josh Latterman in 4. Ricky Bobby Bonham and Davis Givens in row 5. And Cody Kretschmeyer will join the tail of the field. He'll be that 11th starter. All 11 cars, if they finish, will transfer to the 50-lap A main tonight. As the field is on the laps right now. Kirby Robe in the familiar Robe Family 1 car will be on the pole. Like I said last week, had a great run, probably would have won the thing, and got taken out with about 3 laps to go. Back in action here tonight. His brother Brody starts in row 3. He'll be in that 5th position, driving the 5 car. So caution lights are getting turned out. Stevie Warner, the first female flagman here at Knoxville, gave the boys the 1 to go. It's Chad Wheeler, Chris Kratzer on the front row. Kirby Robe and Steve Bowers on the front row. Kratzer and Givens in the 2nd row. And we are green.
Green, green, green.
Side by side through turns 1 and 2. As we got a great battle up front for the lead. Side by side for first and second, side by side for third and fourth. Lap one goes to Rowe. Kratzer now in second. On the bottom is Brandon Gibbons, the Mel Hamilton 2 car. Kirby Rowe, Kratzer, Brandon Gibbons, Bowers, and Brody Rowe rounds out your top 5. There's Brody Rowe, Kratzer. Now Gibbons starting to put a little pressure for that second spot on Kratzer. Side by side to that second spot. 77 is Steve Bowers all alone in 4. No pressure from him. Latterman started 8th, now up to 6. Josh Latterman on the move in 6th. Every car you pass will get you a better starting spot in that A main. Kratzer is still stuck on that high side, and cars find a way to get by him on the bottom. Kratzer trying to get that car to the bottom, can't make it happen. Gibbons shuts the door on Kratzer. Brandon Gibbons might take that second spot. He does. It's Rowe, Gibbons, Kratzer, Bowers, Brody Rowe, the younger brother of Kirby, now running 5th. Latterman running 6th. Steve Bowers now starting to put the pressure on the 55 of Kratzer. Now we got a battle for the lead. Battle up front between Gibbons and Rowe. Great battle up front for the lead. Side by side in turn number 3. Sails it off the high side. Kirby Rowe. Will he get it at the line? It's Kirby Rowe. Gibbons. Nope, Gibbons got him. Gibbons, Kirby Rowe, Kratzer, Bowers. Great side-by-side duel here at Knoxville tonight in the B main. Brandon Gibbons, your leader, but Rowe wants it back. Brandon Gibbons still on the high side, running high and wide. Kratzer in third, just watching the action up front. No pressure from Bowers in 77. Brody Rowe still running 5th. Latterman in 6th. Brandon Gibbons in that white number 2 Mel Hamilton Ford car. A beautiful wrap job. And we got a caution on the speedway. Caution on the speedway. No caution. We stay green. Brandon Gibbons, Kirby Rowe, Chris Kratzer, Steve Bowers, Brody Rowe. Those are your top 5. 14 racing lap E main. Ricky Bottom stuck right there in 6th. Latterman in 7th. Chevy Coleman in 8th. Jacob Schmutz 9th. Davis Gibbons 6th. Cody Kretschmar 11th. All will transfer if they finish. Back up front, it's all Brandon Gibbons, but Kirby Rowe starting to reel him back in ever so slightly. Four cars for that 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th spot. Great battle back there for that. Going back to that 4th, 5th, and 6th spot right now. Ricky Bonham trying to hang in there. Ricky Bonham trying to get up to Josh Latterman. Latterman now running 6th. Back up front, it's all Brandon Gibbons. Brody Rowe right in the tire track. Kratzer running the low side now in 3rd. Final lap coming to Stevie Warner off of turn number 4. Checkered flag in hand. It's going to be Gibbons, Rowe, Kratzer, Brody Rowe, Steve Bowers, Josh Latterman, Ricky Bonham, Chevy Coleman, Schmutz, Gibbons, Kretschmar. That's your 11 cars that started. They all finished. They all will move to the 50-lap A main.
Copy. I reset it to 10%, so they're gonna blow it off a little bit.
While we got just a second here, let's watch a commercial real quick while these guys do a little bit of track prep.
Got a country swagger, keep the music turned up and got booze like Haggard. You can find us hanging out every night. It's a little bucked up, but we're all alright. Don't hurt to drink. Hey, let me hear you sing that I do what I want, do what I please, and all the bartenders let me drink for free. Everybody knows my name, and to me, you know it's just a game. Well, I get on stage and give the fans my heart, 'cause thanks to them, I'm a big old star. Sometimes it's easy, sometimes it's hard. It's a day in the life of a hillbilly rock star. Hillbilly rock star.
Well, that was a little commercial for you guys to watch it as practice takes place as they're prepping the track for the A-Main 50 racing laps. Once again, I want to thank the NCRA, Noah Hamilton Racing, Swindell Speed Lab, Broadway Truck and Auto Salvage, Automaster Service Center and Accessories, James Furman Videos, KBC Graphics, Wichita Tire and Alignment, Lightning Aerospace with Andy Clark, Kale's Journey, Matt Ham, Record Tom, Ron and Diane Johnson, Darren and Shelley West, Shannon Styles Allstate Insurance Agency, Red Line Oil, Brett and Heather Johnson. I want to thank all of them for being a part of this great event here tonight in Knoxville, Iowa. C-Ray Hall and Dick Coleman, another fantastic job of getting the track ready. Over 50 years experience by each one of those guys of prepping tracks, and privileged to have the NCRA here tonight at Knoxville, Iowa. A lot of people watching on Facebook Live, over 165 people. We want to ask you to watch and share that, if you will. Josh Lamron just informed me that he's getting one quick one in before he goes to the A-Main, so hopefully it's a Captain Morgan and Diet Coke. And always great to watch Chris Smith down in Oklahoma watching. So great to see everybody out there tonight in Facebook land. 172 watching live. Like and share it if you will. So some of the people watching: Valerie Kretschmeyer, Chris Smith, Andy Clark, Mark Rowe, Shelley DeWard West, Megan Rochelle, James Furman, Darren McKim, Crystal and Casey Moss, Melissa Powers. A lot of those guys watching. Thanks to all you people for watching tonight. Stevie Warner doing a great job flagging. First female flagman of Knoxville. So it's great to have her here tonight as well. So appreciate all of these. About three more minutes, and they'll be clearing the track here, according to race control, and we'll be back underway. All right, let me give you the starting lineup for tonight's 50 laps A-Main. Let's get right to it. On the pole will be Ryan Gustin in the 19 outsider. Row 1 will be Martin Karch, last week's winner. Row 2 will be Kelby Taylor and Bryce Weldon. Row 3 will be Tyler Fry and Tanner Lennox. Row 4, Ryan Stillwell and Sturgis Streeter. Row 5, Clint Fadden and Brandon Givens. Row 6, Kirby Rowe and Chris Crafter. Row 7, Brody Rowe and Steve Bowers. Row 8, Ricky Bonham and Josh Latterman. Row 9, Chevy Coleman and Jacob Schmutz. Row 10, Davis Givens and Cody Kretschmeyer. Those are your 20 cars in tonight's A-Main. as the Mel Hamilton Ford. Thank you, Shelly West, for saying, Scott, you're doing a great job tonight. Appreciate that on Facebook Live. Jill Coleman Green's on. George Ramey's on. Tom Ehrlich is on. Colt Neck. Thanks to all the great folks for watching live. Over 175 people on live now from all over the United States. If anybody be out there to see Rick or Tom, tell them we're in Knoxville, Iowa tonight, not Knoxville, Tennessee. Poor guy went to the wrong track. Unbelievable. Well, Stevie Warner and the flag stand said, boys, it's time to pull away. Let's get this thing underway. And once again, thanks to Roger Ward and all the fine folks in the Dirt Racing Network for helping us put this on tonight. The NCRA loves still being out there and about. And don't forget to tune in tomorrow night to Around the Track radio show with Warren Hardy, myself, and CRA Hall, as we will update everyone on what's going on with the NCRA racing and the future of racing and races and the Nationals and everything else. So appreciate all you guys being a part of our show tonight.
Copy.
Andy Clark says Mark Rowe gave up his entire paycheck at the Lightning Aerospace for the sponsorship tonight. Well, that's nice. James Furman says Scott Styles, who's she? Oh, meet me there at the old Sonic, Furman, and I'll show you who she is. Justin Kinderknecht watching. Rick Orman is watching as well. Rick, a big supporter all the years of racing. But we are underway here, pace lap time, right here at Knoxville, Iowa, as the Mel Hamilton Ford pace truck is now on the track, leading the field on the parade lap. Beautiful side off of turn number 4. 20 cars, 50 racing laps. Thanks to Mel Hamilton Ford for putting the sponsorship money on the line tonight, along with the other folks, Wendell Speed Labs, and all the great folks I've been mentioning their name all night. So, underway, Stevie Warner in the flag stand, the first female flagman of Knoxville, all the way from Indianapolis, Indiana. She came in today on the motorhome and the Mel Hamilton Ford pace truck. Final time down the long back straightaway here in Knoxville. We'll be pulling in this time as we get ready to rock and roll. 50 racing laps. Ryan Gustin, Martin Karch, last week's winner. Martin Karch. We'll see who wins the drag race in turn number 1. Gustin gets the jump. Stevie Warner waves the flag, and we're green. 50 racing laps here at Knoxville. Off in turn number 1, Gustin with the side-by-side for that second, third spot between Karch and Shelby Taylor. Wells settles into 4. 3 wide for the 5th spot. Off in turn 4, Gustin leads lap 1. It's Gustin, Karch, Taylor, Weldon, Streeter, Lennox, Fry. All right there together. McFadden, keep an eye on McFadden in the 2 car. He started 10th, now up to 8th. Side by side, that second spot. Top 4, throw a blanket over him. Here they are in turn number 1. Gustin has his hands full. Caution on the speedway. Caution on the speedway, as we will get the debris cleared off as turn number 3. Track has really slowed down. The heat races they're running in 19.554. Now they're in the 20s. So the track is really slowed down for feature events tonight, as we see that a lot at Knoxville, pushing all the way to the top. But great 3 and 4 wide racing. Gustin, Karch, Taylor, Wells, Streeter. That's your top 5. The next 5 at 6 is Lennox, Fry, Stillwell, Givens. McFadden is now running 10th. Kratzer running 11th. Kirby Rogue 12th. Brody Rogue 13th. Bowers 14th. Ricky Baum rounds out the top 15. 16th through 20th is Latterman, Coleman, Schmutz, Givens, Kretschmeyer. That's number 20, Cody Kretschmeyer. Diane Chafin is watching live tonight. They are part of the Broadway Truck and Auto Salvage. Appreciate their sponsorship. It amazes me some of the comments on Facebook, calling people names. This is iRacing. And yes, it gets away from you a little bit. And Bill Hamilton Ford pace drop gets it off, and we're back to green.
Green.
Gustin leads the field into turn number 1. 2 wide for that second, third spot. A gaggle up for that 4th through 7th spot. McFadden trying to creep up in there. Long way to go in this 50-lap main event. Look at that. 4 wide off of turn number 4. It's still Gustin, Karch, Taylor, Weldon, Streeter. But there's some top of the wheel and some moves being made 6 through 10. Ryan Gustin not able to get away from Karch, Taylor, or Weldon, as all 3 of them right in the tire track. Now a nice little move on the bottom side. Karch on the high side, Taylor on the low side. Can't make it stick. Falls back in line, single file down the back straightaway. Ryan Stillwell trying to make a move in the purple car. Stillwell now up to 7th. Ryan Gustin, Karch, Taylor, your top 3. Now load that battle up front for that 2nd, 3rd, and 4th spot. Great battle up front. Gustin, if he had him here, he'd be enjoying the scenery behind him as they're all racing for that 2nd, 3rd, and 4th spot. 3 wide off of turn number 2. Kelby Taylor in the 192 now starting to make some hay. Kelby Taylor, keep an eye on the 192.
All right, man. Caution is out. Caution is out.
Another caution on the speedway. Man, tough break for Taylor. Boy, I'll tell you what. That might have been a tough break for Kelby Taylor, as went hard in turn 1 wall, but had a little help. Packed grandstands here tonight at Knoxville. What a beautiful, beautiful sight it is. As you see the high groove and the low groove. Gustin, Karch, Weldon, Taylor, Streeter. Taylor will drop. That was the line before the caution. Cortland Groove watching live. Tyler Davis watching live. Tony Bowmaker saying watching live from ICT. 185 people live on Facebook right now. Appreciate all the views. Now just jumped up to 196. Oh, Annie Allred watching tonight. A lot of great people watching on Facebook. Appreciate all your support, as well as Roger Wagner loves it for the Dirt Racing Network. As Andy Clark described the wreck, taken smooth out, he said. Kelby Taylor was definitely on the move, doing a great job. Unfortunate circumstances for the 192. We'll say hello to Jacob. Jacob's watching tonight. Tony, if I could ever get Warren off the golf course or out of his basement, I'd love to have him sitting here with me and do this. But he's got other things going on right now. But yeah, we'll be on the radio show tomorrow night together, Warren Harding and myself, along with T. Ray Hall. But we're back to green.
Green flag, green flag.
Ryan Gustin leads the field in the turn number 1. Martin Karch right there in the tire track with Gustin. Martin Karch, who won last week, trying to make it 2 in a row. McFadden now trying to get that fifth spot. McFadden now up to fifth. Started ninth. Do not count out the 0-2 of Clint McFadden. Great battle up that single file 1 through 4. Gustin. 3 wide for that battle for second, third, and fourth. The 61 of Sturgis Streeter trying to make something happen. Splits the difference on the high side off of 4. It's Gustin, Karch, Taylor, Streeter, McFadden, Reddick, Gibbons, Croucher, now running 8, started 12. Biggest mover in the race so far is Streeter, started 8, now running 4th. Still using multiple lines through 1 and 2. Martin Karch just staying in the tire track with Gustin. Not letting me breathe. Putting the pressure on Gustin and waiting for him to bobble or make a move. Ryan Gustin, the multi-champion of the U.S. NCS, racing the NCRA in the past, still your leader, but is under pressure, relentless pressure from Martin Karch. Streeter in that 4th spot, the 61, trying to make something happen, getting that top 3. Chevy Coleman, our race promoter, back running 15th. Chevy Coleman in the 15th spot. Kirby Rowe now running 9th. Rowe now running 9th. Here comes the 61 of Streeter. Streeter makes another move. Ryan Gustin going to start feeling the heat. Streeter up to 3rd. Streeter, what a clean drive he's ran so far. Passed everybody clean. Great patented slide jobs. As you see him try to pull another one off, not going to make it stick off of turn 2. Falls back in line, now running 3rd. And still, it's Gustin and Karch. Karch not letting Gustin breathe at all. I mentioned the 0-2 of Clint McFadden. He just ran the fastest lap in the race. McFadden now up to 5th. Don't count out the 0-2 of Clint McFadden. It's still Ryan Gustin with Karch breathing down his neck. And now Karch is feeling the pressure of Sturgis Streeter. Streeter now runs 3rd.
All right, man, caution is out.
Caution on the speedway. Looks like it's the 9 of Ryan Swell. Stillwell was running 15th when the caution came out. Almost 200 people watching live now on Facebook. Drop a comment and I'll read it during the caution here. The Automasters Service Center and Accessories caution right here in Knoxville. Wanda Schroeder's watching. I'd like to say hi to Wanda. Eric Chessman's watching. Tracy Schaefer says looks fun. Tony Bowmaker. Robbie Simmons. Ray Kentner is live on Facebook now. Appreciate all you fine folks for watching tonight here on Facebook. As we appreciate all the views and the likes. We really do. Roger, I'll bring you in here real quick. Roger, head of race control. Roger, is the NCRA going to be racing anywhere next week? Has a race been scheduled, or is it just a week-by-week basis right now?
All right, now they're just kind of doing things week by week. I know that they were talking about doing 3 more, but I haven't gotten a track combo yet from the guys. I think they're going to want to make some more tweaks to the format a little bit after tonight, and just a little bit of chatter that I have heard. I think everybody's having a good time. This has been a fantastic race so far. I mean, not quite 20 laps into it. Everybody's having a good time, but I'm pretty sure we're going to be back next week. We may try to talk these guys into moving it up an hour. Do it at 7 Central instead of 8.
I'm all about that. That's great. Since I do my radio show in the morning on Fox Sports Radio, I get up at 4, so that earlier the better. Let's say hi to Ron Pavolino from California is watching. It says, great race so far. Tanner Mullins is on. James Miller Brent Barber says so there's no black flag. Well, I guess not, Brent. Sorry about that. The lap time of the leader right now, fastest lap by Gustin was a 19.915. And John Wolfowitz says, appreciate you guys showing the races. Chester Krelchek is on, Hannah Adams, Jason McGowan, watching from Erie, Kansas. Appreciate Jason, Kelly Brown.
Green, green, green.
And we're back to green. So we're 20 laps into 50 racing laps in all. Slide job. Can we make it sit? No, can't make it happen. As Sturgis Streeter tries the slide job, not make it happen. 3 wide for the lead over 4. Slide job 6. New car second at Streeter. Now Gustin's going to feel a lot of pressure. Ryan Gustin, 3 wide off at turn number 2. And now the race is on here from Knoxville. Sturgis Streeter taking no prisoners. New leader off at turn 4. Crossover move. Gustin says no. Ryan Gustin starting to feel the heat from a group of cars named Streeter and Karch. And here comes McFadden. McFadden now running fourth. It's Gustin, Streeter, Karch, McFadden, and Taylor. Great racing here tonight, live from Knoxville. Ryan Gustin feeling the pressure like he's never felt before. Streeter can run it high. Streeter can run low. Slide job off of 4. Can't make it stick. Crossover Gustin. That allows Karch to get a lot of momentum. Karch now. 4-way battle for the lead off of turn 2. It's Gustin, Karch, Streeter, McFadden, Taylor. And that's bringing more guys with him. Pretty soon we're going to 6 8 guys running for the lead. This time by will be 25 laps in the book. Still have 25 racing laps to go here from Knoxville. Ryan Gustin just hanging on. As they're wearing out the right rear of these Hoosiers and they don't care. Race for a big prize courtesy of Mel Hamilton Ford Racing. Ryan Gustin, Sturgis Streeter, McFadden now at the third. I said keep an eye on him, and here he comes. McFadden has been facing himself. Now it's time to unleash the pony. He's now running second. Clint McFadden now chasing Ryan Gustin. Streeter back to third. Karch, last week's winner, now back to 4th. And don't look now, but Gibbons now in the top 5.
All right, man. Caution is out. Caution is out.
Caution on the speedway. Oh, no. Bad break for Streeter, who loses it in turn number 4. Poor break for Sturgis Streeter. Unbelievable. Man, what a battle. What's that? Roger? Yes. Yep, Streeter tried to do a slide job, but McFadden didn't lift. A little contact there. Kevin Letterman watching live. Josh Letterman's dad says, I agree, golf in the morning. We can start at 7. That'd be great. Well, at least we got our priorities straight, right? Tony Bowmaker says, thanks to C. Ray Hall, Scott Stiles, and all of the Ford Dirt Racing Network for putting this on tonight. Big thanks to Roger Wagner, they said on Facebook. Yes. A lot of people are rooting for Tony Bowmaker, rooting for McFadden, Dust Baker, who was racing, now watching live. So maybe he's watching from his car, I don't know. Oh, wow. Darren West says maybe we can get Warren Hardy, Dan Powers, or Drew Warner out of the halfway house to come race with us next week. So everybody's getting a little cuckoo. But Ryan Gustin, your leader, McFadden second, Sturgis Streeter third, Mark Karch fourth. Givens rounds out your top 5. Over 200 people live on Facebook now from all over the United States. Ohio, California, Arizona. We have Georgia on. Indiana's on. So it's really, really a neat deal. Once again, thanks to the NCRA for helping us put this on. Mel Hamilton Ford Racing, Swindell Speed Labs, Broadway Truck and Auto Salvage. I want to thank James Furman Videos, ABC Graphics, Wichita Tire and Alignment as we're getting ready to go green.
Green, green, green.
Shannon Styles calls the insurance business to them. Ryan Gustin leads the way. Then fast drops to the low side. Great run off the top side. By Karch. Karch now in the with Brandon Givens. Givens up to fourth. Brandon Givens, don't count him out. Now Gustin drops the bomb side, tries to block the move by McFadden, allows Gustin to pull away by 3, 4, now 5 car lengths, one into turn number 3. Now we got a bunch of catfish on the bottom. Karch is the only car up on the top side, but that allows Givens now to get the third. The top starting to go away maybe ever so slightly as you're starting to see the guys go to the bottom side of Knoxville. It's Gustin, McFadden, Givens, Karch, Taylor, Lennox, Rowe rounds out your top 7. Ryan Gustin has pushed to the limits here early on. Does he have enough left in that right rear to get him to the finish? McFadden has been really conservative, but they're starting to turn up the heat the last 10 laps. Brandon Givens, he's another guy that's been conservative. He's now running third. Mark Karch, last week's winner, he's running fourth. Still all Ryan Gustin, Fadden, Givens. Karch is committed to the high side, bringing some cars with him. Merry-go-round on the high side, the catfisher on the bottom side. Move turns 1 and 2. Now Gustin tails it off the middle. That allows McFadden to close a little bit down the back straightaway. Givens just effective right now, running in third, watching the 2 up front. He can find a different line to catch up with the group. Single file the first 3 of the battle right now is 4th, 5th, and 6th place cars. That would be Tanner Lennox, Mark Karch, Kelvin Taylor, Kirby Rowe, Bryce Wells, Crasher running 9th. Top 10 is Ricky Bottom. It's still Ryan Gustin, probably about 6, 7 car lengths. As he tails it off the turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Now McFadden starting to feel a little pressure as Givens showed his nose off at turn number 2. Now falls back in line. Gustin not real good through 3, 4. McFadden sails it to the top side off a cushion at turn 4. It's still Gustin. Ryan Gustin, he holds the group away from him as he was under pressure early, relentless pressure in the early stages of this race. Now in a comfortable spot by about 8 car lengths, leading the field of 20 here at Class A Main, 50 racing laps from Knoxville, Iowa, the home of the Knoxville Nationals in the Sprint Car Hall of Fame. The invasion of the NCRA sprint cars. Off at turn number 4, it's Gustin. Now turning a lap of 19.915. He's still the second fastest car. The fastest lap is Brandon Givens. Givens ran a 19.7 that lap. Givens starting to close in, as you can see right there off 3-4. Givens loves that middle line off of 4. We'll get a lap count here and let you know how many laps are in the race here momentarily. 11 racing laps to go. 11 laps to go. 39 of the 50 in the books. That battle right now for second. Gustin saying, have at it, boys. Banging each other, race side by side. Gustin needs 10 more laps to complete the sweep here tonight at Knoxville. Does Brandon Givens have enough? Givens now on the inside. A drag race down the back straightaway. Givens now up to second. Now he's on the hunt for Gustin. Can Brandon Givens close the deal out here at Knoxville? 9 racing laps to go. Correction, 10 racing laps to go. Ryan Gustin, Brandon Givens, Cliff McFadden. Last week's winner, Martin Karch, running fourth. Tanner Lennox rounds out the top 5. Sturgis Streeter, who was really fast, really stuck back in 15th spot right now after getting turned around, running in the top 3.
All right, man.
Still
Caution is out.
caution on the speedway. Caution on the speedway. It looks like it's going to be for the 192 of Kelvin Taylor, who was running 6th. Tough break for Taylor. Tough break. Andy Clark was hoping that the race would get the lap traffic, he said here on Facebook Live. Mona Thompson watching, TJ Edit watching, Richard BB watching, Jason Knopf, the crew chief for Dan Powers watching, Sean McGovern, Dustin Frenia, Edward Dunzine said watching all the way from Scott City, Kansas. Beth Kemp watching tonight, Sherman Cummins watching, Stormy John out there watching tonight. Thanks to all the great people. Rest of the sponsorship tonight, Wichita Tire Alignment, Lightning Aerospace with Andy Clark, Kale's Journey, Matt Stam, Record Tom, Ron and Diane Johnson, Darren and Shelley West, Redline Oil, Brett and Heather Johnson, Shannon Styles Allstate Insurance Agency, the NCRA, and special thanks to these two people, Mel Hamilton Ford Racing with Phil Nightingale and Swindell Speed Lab. Thanks to Kevin Swindell and Sammy Swindell and Amy for putting up a gift certificate tonight for the top 3 there. Stevie Warner, our female flagman, the first female flagman of Knoxville in the stands tonight, giving the boys the signals of when we're going to go back to racing. Roger, bring you back on. How many laps in the books? How many racing laps we got to go once we go green?
42 down, 8 to go when we get to green.
All right. We do not count caution laps in the feature, correct?
That is correct.
All right. So 8 racing laps to go. As
track's getting
like
slick.
you might get the green flag. Yes. As you see right now, live on the graphics, the track really has a big shine to it. The track's starting to slide off. You see the speeds and the times starting to go down. But who has the handling for these last 8 laps? And Ryan Gustin hanging on as the Mel Hampton Ford Pace truck pulls off. 8 racing laps to go. Stevie Warner's got the flag in the air. We're back to green. Boy, Galen's done lit. Justin Breed, Clinton Bad says, hell with that. I'm going to the high side up to 3 wide for that 3rd, 4th, and 5th spot. They're racing for the lead off of 3. Given trying to make something happen with Gustin right in the tire tracks. McFadden still in that 3rd spot. Martin Karch, Tanner Lennox round out the top 5. It's Gustin, Given, McFadden. That's your top 8. Those would be the podium finishers if we make it all the way back to the checkers. 7 racing laps to go. 6 time by. It's Gustin, Given, McFadden. Now Martin Karch in the 33 trying to rim ride around the Knoxville, Iowa Speedway here. Rim ride on the top side. He's the only car that's committed to the top side. He's got to try to make something happen. Oh, it gets in the wall. 5 laps to go this time by. 5 racing laps to go. It's been Given still not able to make any ground. Gustin starting to pull away. It's 9 now. 10 car lengths going into turn number 3. Top 3 hasn't changed. Tanner Lennox running 4th in the 14 car. Martin Karch now back to 5th. Still committed to that high side.
All right, man. Caution is out. Caution is
Caution
out.
on the speedway. Another tough break. Ryan Gustin did not want to see that caution come out. As I had 5 laps left in the books. All right, we're down to 4 racing laps. 4 racing laps. Trying to watch the replay right now to see who it was. Don't forget, after the race tonight, 2 for 1 at the Tie Rod Tavern. So Lester and Earl will be there serving beverages all night long till we run out. And special sponsor, White Castle. Do all the slide jobs tonight. The White Castle sliders. Tie Rod Tavern tonight. Love that. want to say hi to Cameron Camper, Jay Maz, Shaylin Holloway, Darren West, all those great people watching. As you see the replay calamity and turn down the main straightaway in turn number 1. So 4 racing laps left to go here tonight in the 50-lap shootout from Knoxville. Mel Hamilton Ford Racing putting a $100 certificate on the line. Quindell Speed Labs giving a certificate for second. Appreciate those fine folks for stepping up and all the great people who put sponsorship on to help us put this on tonight. 4 racing laps to go from Roger Wagner, he says, in race headquarters. Don't forget to really like the Dirt Racing Network and give them a lot of love. They're going out of their way to put on some great events like this one right here all day and all night long. You can get on and log into Dirt Racing Network. We'll say hi to Matt West and Jeff Vickers, who just joined the race with 4 laps to go. No Hamilton Ford finish down the back straightaway. Caution light gets turned off. Justin playing the tricks, steps and slows down. Givens has to get a good jump here or he will not be able to catch the Reaper, Ryan Gustin. On the high side, trucks off. Stevie Warner's got the green in the air. We're green, 4 to go.
Green, green, green.
Gustin gets a really good jump. McFadden tries the high side again, can't make it stick. Drops back down the tire tracks of Givens. McFadden in a solid 3rd. Tanner Lennox is the 14, the blue car, in a solid 4th. McFadden climbs the wall. That's going to cost him the spot. It's now a 2-car race with 3 to go. It's Gustin and Givens. Lennox now up to 3rd, but McFadden trying to get that 3rd spot back. White flag out. 1 lap to go for Gustin. Stevie Warner waves in the air, says, one more time, boys, have at it. Gustin off at turn number 2, very comfortable. Slides through the middle, down the long back straightaway, past the sweeps for the last time. Sets the 19 up into turn number 3 on the high side. Points the nose down the front straightaway. Double checkers in the air from Stevie Warner. It's Gustin. Givens. Lennox. And McFadden. Cratcher rounds out the top 5. Kirby Road 6. Cars drops back to 7. Wells 8. Steve Bowers 9th. And Tyler Fry rounds out the top 10. Well, another dandy here tonight from Knoxville. Appreciate all the people that tuned in and watched it. Appreciate all the great listeners. Appreciate the Dirt Racing Network as well. We will talk to our top 3 here momentarily. Top 3 again were Ryan Gustin, Brandon Givens, and Tanner Lennox. So we will go down and do the interviews here momentarily. As soon as Roger pipes me in, we'll probably start with 3rd place finisher Tanner Lennox first, as soon as we get them live on the air. Tanner Lennox, this is Scott Stiles. Are you with me?
How's it going?
Tanner, tell me about the run. Great run by you. Top 3 finish. You know, you started 6th, finished 3rd. You and McFadden had a great battle. McFadden got a little high and allowed you to get up in that podium finish. Congratulations.
Thank you. I appreciate it. It was a good run. The car felt really good. I really liked that bottom a lot more than the top, so that's why I stuck with it.
Yeah, you saw a lot of guys trying different lines, but your car was really good on the bottom all night long. Congratulations to you. Hope to see you back here at the NCRA. We'll find a destination race again next week, but appreciate you for being a part of the show tonight.
I appreciate you guys putting on the show. It was a good one.
All right, thanks, Tanner. Now let's go to Brandon Givens, who was the runner-up finished.
Yeah.
Brandon Givens, are you there?
Am I here?
Brandon, are you there? All right,
I'm
Brandon, this is Scott Stiles. Great run tonight, buddy. I'll tell you, I thought for a minute you might have Gustin there. Your car was really working well in the bottom, and a good run by you.
Thank you. Didn't know the bottom seemed to be pretty good, and that's how I got to 2nd. But I should have went to the top the Reaper would be up top, but I guess I was wrong.
Brandon, tell me about your business and what you guys do out there in Melham Ford. They're big tonight, and if anybody needs a wrap job or anything like that, you guys are able to provide that. Fill the listeners in a little bit of how that works.
Yeah, Melon Ford, the biggest, one of the biggest Ford dealerships in the Midwest, even in the country. So if you need a new used vehicle, please come see us. I will help you out. And then obviously I work at Big Corner Creative. We do all your, vinyl wraps, any advertising needs you need, from websites to billboards to, really anything you can think of. So if you ever need anything, give us a shout.
All right, appreciate you, Brandon. Good run tonight. We'll talk to you next week.
Thank you.
All right, let's go to the winner tonight, the Reaper. Okay. All right, sounds good. We're trying to reach out to Ryan Gustin. Ryan Gustin may have loaded up, got the check and left already. Who knows? We'll see what happens here. Yeah. Let's get Ryan Gustin. Are you with us?
Yeah.
And Gustin, are you with us? Okay, let's go to Chevy Coleman real quick. Chevy wanted to thank some people for helping put this on tonight. Can we get to Chevy Coleman real quick? Chevy, are you with us?
Yeah.
Chevy Coleman, who helped with a lot of help from Roger Wagner. It was his idea to put all this on. And Chevy, I know you want to thank a lot of great people that helped us get this all together.
Yeah, I just want to thank all the sponsors, and especially Roger for setting up the broadcast and all that good stuff, and just making the show actually run smooth. At the very beginning of this, I thought it was just going to be a little hosted race. We were just going to jack around there, but it's actually grown a lot, and I thank everybody for coming. Thank you.
All right, Chevy. Well, appreciate you. Chevy, are you getting better at this thing? I know you completed the laps. How did your car feel tonight? You get better with it?
Yeah, I feel better. I'm not very happy right now, but there's some stuff you just don't say over the broadcast, so that's all I got to say for tonight.
Thank you for that.
All right. Well, appreciate you, and let you go. And Roger, once again, another exciting race from a different location. The NCRA boys did a great job again tonight. Looking forward to another future telecast with you guys.
Yeah, I appreciate what Chevy's getting done here, and Dirt Racing Network is trying to help him as much as we can. DSRL is a league trying to help these guys out as much as we can. A little bit of growing pains. He'll get through it. He's doing a great job of organizing these guys. He's done a fantastic job of collecting all these sponsors. My hat's off to him for being able to do what he did in a week. I will get you the stuff that I promised you as soon as I pick up my decals that finished up today. And I'm looking forward to the next one. I don't know where we're going to go. I don't know if they have chosen yet. Chevy, have we chosen a track yet?
I don't know. I say we take a vote on this one.
I said we go to Limeland Speedway, the big high bank quarter-mile track. I think that'd be a hoot.
That would be a blast.
I think I drove 10 minutes
thinking
from
something
there.
that works for me.
I think we go to Limeland. That's where I say we go. But
Another 50-lap feature next week?
Absolutely.
Let's do it.
Yep, let's do Lima Land.
Lock it in.
I say a big cushion at Eldora the week after.
There you go. That'll be fun. That's the next two. You said we were going to try to get 3 more of these in, so now you got 2. Let's get another one lined up. And man, like I said, I'm very happy to do these, and the fans have been awesome. Over 200 tonight, and they're chiming in from everywhere. That is awesome. Dirt Racing Network loves doing this stuff. We love bringing the races to the fans since we're just maybe starting to get back out of this lockdown stuff. It's been a lot of fun, and I'm very happy that we're doing it, Scott. It's awesome to listen to you call a race, man. I hope I didn't bug you too much in your ears, your engineer tonight.
That was great. I could have counted on you more, Roger. Appreciate your time, and I'll let you guys go here as I'm going to go get something to drink.
All right, well, we'll close the show down for you, buddy. Thanks for calling one. Huge congratulations to Ryan Gustin. I'll pick up the win. He couldn't be with us for the interviews, but I know he's probably pretty excited about that deal. That was a great race to watch. I appreciate all the fans tuning in. For myself, Chevy, Scott. Guys, it has been an absolute pleasure to do this. We look forward to bringing you back next week. For Mike Peterson, myself, it's Dirt Racing Network. Everybody keep it dirty till next week. Good night.